That'll be under here, is it? Extra fuel tanks. It's not a massive bonus. It's some. And floats. Surface detection 5. Sub-detection 3. Reduces agility. As playing land and water, it makes scouting missions for enemy naval assets easier, but drastically reduces agility. No, I don't think so. We will go extra fuel tanks, though. Yeah, we will. All right. This is our new naval bomber. I don't want it to look like that. What have we got? Naval bombers. That's kind of nice. It is a single-engine naval bomber, so I'll tell you what. Let's go with the blue, because that way, yeah, I'll go with that and save. I kind of like that. Improved naval bomber airframe. I hate that. Why is it doing that? Can we not change that? Can we make it look like the naval bomber airframe that we just picked? There we go. Save. There. That's better. So we were improved naval bomber airframe. So we're going to get some new naval bombers after all that. Let's also make some new close air support after this. We need to use the improved small airframe again. Right, we're going to go for one engine. I sort of imagine these to look like IL-2 Sturmoviks. I'm having difficulty imagining a small airframe with 2 engines. I'm trying to think of an aircraft that would look like that. I can't think of any twin-engined small airframe thing. A medium. Wait, what does it class as medium? Are we talking like the fighter bombers, Mosquitoes? Would they be medium airframe or small airframe? Either way, ground attack aircraft, the most successful ones, I think, were single engine. For a pure ground attack role. So let's put on... Do we want to put defense on this? Yeah, we'll put defense on this. We don't have very good defense on it, but we'll put it on. And... dive brakes for close air support, because this is what they're going to do. We're going to have close air support weapons, bomb locks. Can we put a small bomb bay on as well? An anti-tank cannon. Oh, yes, that's what we want. P-38 Lightning. Ah, okay. Yeah, they were smaller than a Mosquito, weren't they? Because they were single pilot affairs, single crew. Okay, yes, thanks, Poetic Wine. That is a good example. So more like what would have been classed as a heavy fighter in this game before. Right, I'm with you. Thanks. Yeah, okay. That starts to make more sense now. So we've got bomb locks. We've got these. I'm going to guess a small bomb bay. When on close air support logistic strikes. Can we do both? We can do both. The agility is going to be absolutely awful. How easy it can avoid being hit. Combat unit destruction plus 20%. Well, that sounds good. Why can I not save this? Weight exceeds thrust. Ah, okay. Okay, so we'll take off the bomb bay. Weight exceeds thrust still. If we put this down to... let's put it down to a light machine gun turret. We still can't get that. I've got dive brakes. How am I going to get the weight down then? We've got bomb locks and like anti-tank cannons. So I guess we can't have both. Adapted from an anti-tank gun used by the army, this gun can destroy even modern tanks with well-placed shots. Heavyweight and awkward construction severely limit the aircraft's performance. That is a big... hang on, this is going to be ground attack 6. This gives me ground attack 8. And this... it allows me to use naval strike on this, but I don't really plan on doing that. So would I be better off just doing that? How can I get the weight down? I can remove that. It wasn't enough. I can remove that. And it still wasn't enough. And I can remove that. That's the thing. Okay. So it's the anti-tank cannon that's putting the weight on there. I guess it's like talking about like a 6-pounder anti-tank gun, which were quite big, heavy things. The BF-109P-38 was a... Do you mean the BF-110? But to make heavy fighters, you need to go for medium airframe. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how I feel about the changes to the aircraft design thing. It's kind of nice, but I did like the simplicity of just going like Fighter 1, Fighter 2, Heavy Fighter 1, and just picking them. It sort of... It did it for me. Anyway, let's put stuff back in now. We want dive brakes. Can we put the small bomb bay on as well? We can. So we're gonna have main armament and the small bomb bay. This allows us to do port strikes, naval strikes. Okay, well, we're not doing it for that job, but we're doing it for ground attack, right? So we want to get quite a bit of ground attack built up. Do we really need? We don't need fighter weapons, do we? No. It says soft ground targets, but then... Oh, it has on logistic strikes, which I might want to do. I'm putting them on. I can't put them on. It's too much. But this allows logistic strikes as well, doesn't it? I'm going to guess one of these have to... Alright, that allows logistic strikes. Right, take the cannon off. Or, take the small bomb bay off. That gives ground attack 8. No, that's better. I just like the idea of putting cannons on there. I really do. But it's not going to happen. So we'll leave it. This is going to do what I want it to. Can we put, just for fun, 2 light machine guns on or anything? No. We can. I don't think there's any need to whatsoever. In fact, take that off. What I'll do is I'll put a gun turret on. The 2 turrets? Oh, right. I thought it meant 4 machine guns instead of 2. No, we'll just put 1 light turret on there. Let's change this. Close air support. That's kind of like the thing we just had, but it doesn't really matter. That's too similar. It's not one of them. Go on then, we'll go for that. And we need to change that model as well to... Well, I guess it can just be the same as we had before. As long as I can tell what it is, I don't care what it looks like. And pick that. There we go. So we improved ones? What does that mean? Okay. Multi-role aircraft really didn't become viable till later. Yeah, the 110 was a bit... it wasn't that good as a fighter because of its agility. It had good armament. But they found other good uses for it later. Okay, we are... What's the situation with the Navy? Yeah, I was thinking of pulling the Marines out of there. Oh, I have pulled the Marines out of there. The Marines are going to do a naval invasion of... I don't want you to go that way. They'll never get that way. I'm in the wrong place, that's why. You need to be... Oh, no, I've got the wrong... They are in the right place. I just picked the wrong island. So from there... You're going into Heraklion. We're going for... That's risky, isn't it? Go for 2. Just go for 2. We'll go for the main port and the one adjacent to it. And then... yeah, we can do that. That's going to work. We've got that sorted. Cool. We've got some stuff coming on.
Attento.
German-Italian technology treaty accepted. Excellent. We do have a new army slowly building in Italy. New aircraft. Well, will start coming online in a few months. This army is building up. Oh, we better go and see what's kicking off. I've got all these political points. I don't know what this... Oh, I need a new advisor? I must have picked something that got rid of him then. So we've got the military factory construction speed. We've still got the Prince of Terror guy. We need somebody else then. There's a quartermaster. Naval base, radar station, air bases, all good. Infrastructure, civilian, railway, again, good. Ideological crusader. A fascist demagogue, and there's nothing down here of any use. I think we're going to go for... Am I still making civilian factories? Probably some. Oh, man. They're all good. They're all good. Civilian fact. I'm going to have to do some infrastructure because I want to try and improve our steel production and things. Railways. It's only 10% though, as opposed to that. And I'm going to be building more of those, I think. Let's do that. Let's also see what the situation with our spies is at the moment. Kingdom of Greece, 256 days. If I pause that and start that, still 171. Oh, hang on, I should have paused. I can pause Yugoslavia indefinitely. Where's Greece gone? 86 days. Good. We'll have Greece ready to go when the invasion kicks off then. That sounds like a good plan. Let's see. Are we breaking in here? And what did I do with my tanks? They're still moving up north. Supply situation here is not really any better. Cut that off. It's only going to help things, I'm sure. We are in there. We've got stuff coming in. There's a heavy counterattack. We're onto the Belgian border there. I don't know what that means for things. I don't really want to like push things too hard across there because all that's going to happen is it's going to be a war of attrition. So we'll let the Germans put some troops on the border. Is this? No, it's not empty. I'm just really looking for anywhere I can get a nice material advantage and anything that's going to shore up our front line. If I can sit behind a river as well, that's always helpful. These guys don't need to be here if they're in here, so let's help like that. These guys are soon going to have to retreat back to Europe just because of the situation of they're not getting the new tanks. They need new tanks. So this is going to kick off in a minute, and they don't have any air. Let me have a look. There's got to be some free air support over here somewhere. Who are you supporting? Army 1. I don't know who Army 1 even is. We have fighter wings over the top. What we don't have... Who's this coming from? These are some close air support. Army 3. Let's support that army. And who have I got here? These are more fighters. Alright, you're really not needed there, son. I guess we're going to come to Greece. Oh, I'll tell you what. They can support the Marines. We've got all sorts going on there. We're trying to find the enemy ships. We're not having a huge amount of success. Probably what I want are some new light cruisers. Speaking of ships. We have a new attack submarine. Keep you in there. Right, we're going to have to watch this going in now. Commanding. As soon as that kicks off, we've got 4 divisions, 7 divisions from here that are going to have to support. And now, throw them in. This is all to capture 1 division, but it's not. Because yes, capturing 1 division is nice, but it also chops the front line down massively. We've got the railway built. Shame there's no supply depot at the end of it. Then after that, unless we can see a good opportunity for... There is a possibility. How big's that? It's 1, 2, 3. If I brought the light tanks round and charged up there, There's one horrible river. We'll get one bit done at a time, though.
Pronto, signore.
Let's do this. I don't know where you're from. Throw them in there.
Avanzate.
Once they've all gone in, I'll rest the light tanks. I'll leave those guys there. Yeah, I know. I know. I'm getting lost in Africa. There should be other priorities. But there's a possibility to cut this section off entirely thanks to the Vichy France there. And I think that's probably worth it. The German... What? Hang on. The German-Luxembourg War. That can't be... No, that fell. All right, so it's just called Romania into the war in general. That's fine. That's fine. Yes, Middle East is definitely one of my plans. In fact, once we've sorted Greece out, I think we're going to be... Because I'm kind of managing for oil at the moment. It's okay. Steel is bad. Infrastructure is a possibility. As soon as that's done, I was going to put radar on here, wasn't I? Let me put that... There's just so many priorities. Right, I'm going to put that on there because we really need to sort out the Mediterranean here as best we can. And I keep messing about in Africa. I keep getting drawn into things that don't matter. Which is quite amusing, really.
Pronto, signore.
Alright, we're going to nip around here. And the attack was going to go through this direction, wasn't it? So let's...
Avanzate.
Travel round. I think we can get across there. I think it looks like we can. Oh, okay, this division's moving through. It would be a good opportunity to cut all that off and surround them. What are the losses looking like? We've lost 224,000 men. Germans have lost actually less than us in the fighting. United Kingdoms are lost. So the losses, I mean, we're ahead. Just got to watch the population. It looks okay at the moment. Anything extra we can do with this? Discredit Haile Selassie. Yes, we'll keep that going. That's always a good thing to have. Exhort heroism. Weekly war support. Plus for 180 days. Hey, let's go for that. Let's go for that. You can bump up your own steel resources with higher infrastructure. Yeah, that's on my building list. Just we don't have a lot of factories to spare for it at the moment. Sometimes I've looked at that before, and it's been more efficient to build a civilian factory and trade it for 8, rather than spend a load of civilian factories building it up to gain less than 8 by the time you spent ages building the infrastructure. It's not a bad idea, and there's some areas where you get other resources as well. So in those places, it's worth doing. But yeah, this is now looking a bit tidier. Actually, there are a lot of allied divisions in there. So if we can cut that off, and this is the weak spot here, that'll be quite the little victory, I think. We can't see very well what's going on in the borders all of a sudden. Do you know that was nearly left empty? I could probably have grabbed that. Not now. So my tanks are in. This is not the weak point that it once was. That does not mean to say it's not takeable. And it is definitely worth a try. So we're gonna try this on. We've got support coming from here. Four divisions? Okay, we're going to try this. And then we're going to withdraw the light tanks to Europe. Supply's already an issue, but let's try this. Oh, possible. Let me just throw some support in here. In fact, not those. Let's throw those in and have those supporting as well. So I'm going to have 2 divisions staying behind. There might not be anything here, so we might be able to rush through and grab this if we're really lucky. What I think will happen is if we get through here, they'll instantly throw those guys in. But this is the plan. It's bold. It'll chop off a lot of allied support. And it'll give us a nice, easy front line to hold. And then we leave Africa. Because I don't want to fight through all this. which I've said for ages. What's the situation with... Oh, hang on, we've got a load of ships. This is getting worse. There must be like a massive British fleet there. And we just can't find them. Well, I know what's happened. It's the ships sailed away. That's what's happened. It's over there somewhere. Submarines don't seem to be doing as much work as they used to. I guess we'll have to send them somewhere else. Either that or they're just not detecting things. The mine subs are busy working their mining madness. And we have the new destroyers coming online. Excellent. Go straight into there. We're not really building up the escorts, but we are getting new ships through. Italy's really fun to play in this DLC. A little bit broken and OP, but fun. It definitely it's definitely different. There's a lot more to think about. A hell of a lot to take in. I think once you play through it a couple of times and have more of an idea what each bonus and what each effect does, I think then you'll get the full benefit of it. First time you look at it, it's bad. Have you, by the way, have you looked at the Swiss stuff with the militia and the political calculations? Anyone wanting to play Switzerland with this DLC, it adds... it's just such a level of complexity. Like temporary bonuses, and you can recruit this advisor for this amount of time if you do this focus, which boosts your militia by this % but does this. And it's like trying to calculate all these things together. It's like you need an assistant. Okay, what are we working out? We've got a nice bit of air experience. I think we can probably risk then. Why do I always click on this? I don't know. In the Air Force. We can boost this. Do we have anything for naval support in here? It's down there, so I can't get there yet. I can take a run through. Tactical bombers? No. Ground support we use, and air superiority we use. I'll grab that one. The one I really want is this one. Were we in place? Hang on, where is it? It's here. Okay, so yes, we've moved in. And they do, unfortunately... We are losing. Are we losing that? There's only one person engaged because the rest are... Right, hold off. There's no point trying to push that until everybody's ready. Enemy agent turned. Nice. We have turned... Who have we turned? Natalie Dorleans. Okay, I don't think I can push this because it's across a river now. I don't really want to go all the way around because that really is asking for trouble. I'm going to try it in case this collapses. Put them in first and then put all this in afterwards because it might just... It might be enough. They're not looking particularly strong. And then we go in there. We have ways of making you talk. French operative captured. It's the same one. Hang on. Do we have... We don't have an extra operative now, do we? And the ones I did have, and I forgot to look at this ages ago, they're all over here. They're all doing their hang on, put resistance on. See, resistance is really low around here, which is excellent. Our compliance is rising steadily. It's a slow process. Can we make that one? That wasn't ours to start with. No, we can't. It's got to be one of these. And we don't have 60% compliance for that. Okay, I don't need these agents in there then, do I? So let's get these. Where can we put them? Is there any more resistance anywhere? Like, Africa's pretty good for resistance. I could put some in Yugoslavia. It would just aid the... Yeah, let's put one over there. Let's say... Where's everyone gone? We want that. Let's take you. I mean, putting them on counter is never a bad thing. Unless there's anything else I want to do. Do I want to infiltrate anyone? Could infiltrate the British Army. That might be a good idea. Right. Let's do this. Let's start building up an intel network. in London. We'll take it slow. We'll try and get we'll try and infiltrate their navy and other stuff. You failed Switzerland first because you didn't realise you had to balance the Axis and Allies decisions. I had a brief go of that because I managed to play this before it was released, luckily. And I spent a couple of hours at Switzerland and then upset the Germans too much and got swamped by them. And my border defences just melted. But yeah, it was fun. Start multiplayer in about 1.5 hours. 3-man team on Italy. Going to be brutal. That should be... Oh, when you say 3-man team on Italy, do you mean like all 3 of you playing as Italy? Because I like it when you do that. When there's like several of you playing as one nation. You each get to control a bit. Yeah, it's a good way of playing. It's a great way of learning the game as well. We can go straight for war with Greece here. Am I ready for that? I think I'm ready for that. Let's tick it off, because otherwise days go by. I don't have time to do it, but I think we can do this from here. Greece joins the Allies. Our navy will find something to do, clearly. We might lose naval supremacy here instantly, so let's get the big ship, which is... We have naval supremacy here, and I don't have the bloody Marines in place to invade. No. No. Hang on. How long?
Ordini.
I don't care about this all of a sudden. Delete. Isn't that typical? I thought we were never going to get this. We're going in here. I'll do it that way around first. We're going in. How long? 12 days. No, hang on. 28 days. That's fine. We've still got time to take that and then also invade Crete. They're coming from a bit further away. But that's okay. It's okay, as long as that holds for 28 days. A load of Allied ships just disappeared. So what they're up to, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I didn't sink them. Having said that, we did sink one of the cruisers and destroyers. It was... No. It wasn't a big fleet. That was my fleet. Well, we don't know, do we? We don't know what that was all about. That might have been it. Might have sailed out of the Med and gone back to Britain. Okay, let me just see where we're up to with this. Why are all my armies... I can't see my armies anymore.
Pronto, signore.
Oh, that's Portugal. I'm looking in the wrong bit. It's all green to me.
Pronto all'azione.
We can't even see what's going on over here now. So I've got 4 divisions of armour. I've thrown all this stuff in as well. And it's not going to be enough, is it? We're not going over there. Alright. That has come to a crashing halt. But what necessarily hasn't is this. I'm going to throw everything in here because that looks really weak. Apart from those, assist. Oh well, I've got the wrong ones assisting. That was stupid. But that's okay. Again, we'll get behind the river. We'll tidy up. We'll get the tanks out of there. Cyprus is important to take early for the extra factories. Yeah, I've been trying to do it for ages. I've just struggled to get naval dominance to launch the invasion. We're in 41. We've got better artillery now. Was I going to do this next? Oh, I was probably going to... Oh, we've got the German thing for getting better tanks, haven't we? I should go down that. 41. We don't need to do that yet. We were working the submarines up, weren't we? 77 days. I might do that, then get the snorkel before doing that. The subs are maybe okay. Oh, we've got this now as well. This is going to help all our fuel situations. Ooh, which one first, though? Better tanks? Better fuel? I'm not going to be able to make much in the way of better tanks. But this is quick. We'll do a big fuel. We'll go for fuel. We're going to get this so we can start building some better light tanks. And then we will get the fuel on the industry stuff. I haven't done the extractions yet. Nope, I haven't. I need to. Let's have a quick look at that. That hasn't changed, has it?